Hi, and welcome. You're listening to the X22 Report. My name is Dave, and this is episode 1908A, and today's date is July 4th, 2019, and the title of the episode is The Impossible Has Been Eliminated. The Economic Plan Moves Forward. Now, before I get started, I wanted to show you this chart from Noble Gold. This is the S&P 500 going way back to 1996. And as you can see, since 2009, the stock market has been on a roll. But all rolls come to an end. So if you're relying on your IRA or 401k to see you through retirement, you may have a problem. You might want to speak to them about finding a place of safety for your money too. Call 877-646-5347 and get protected with gold or silver IRA today. Or get the free gold and silver guide below that will answer all of your questions. Just click the link below. Let's get into the economic collapse financial news. Now, for those people who are celebrating the 4th of July Independence Day, happy 4th of July Independence Day to you all. Now, we've been talking about this economy, and we know that there are two economies happening at the same time. We explained this before in other reports. And we're starting to see that there are many individuals and many central banks and many corporations that are preparing for this new economy. Central banks, we know that they've been accumulating a lot of gold. Of course, they're not out there saying, hey, we're buying a lot of gold, so you should too. They're continually saying that gold is not that big of a deal. They do this on purpose. Remember, look at the gold price. When you start to see it really move up, and it has been moving up, and when you don't see the central bank system, the private Western central bank system, slam it down with paper contracts, and gold is allowed to rise, you know we are on our way. Now, if you see it rise $50 per ounce and you don't see a slam down, this doesn't mean that, okay, we're there already. Gold is going to have to move up quite a bit. If you see gold move up to $1,500, $1,700, $1,900, and by the end of this year, if we're at that point and they haven't slammed it down, guess what? We are on our way. And what this means is that the economic plan is moving forward. Now, like I said before, there are many countries, many people, businesses, central banks of many countries. They are all accumulating gold. This is going to ramp up. In China, very interestingly, we see that the people of China, they are selling their stocks, getting rid of their fiat currency, which is the central bank currency, which is a debt note, and they're using it to purchase gold. They're even taking their money out of the bank. Why? Because they want to protect their assets. Do you think they're starting to realize what's happening? Many countries, many people out there are realizing what's happening. Here in the United States, the mass majority, they're sleeping. They're not purchasing precious metals, silver, gold, protecting their wealth. They still believe in the Federal Reserve note. But soon, this is going to change. And I've been saying this for a very long time. You need to be prepared. The difference now, compared to when Obama was president, and thank God Clinton is not, is that we're heading towards this soft transition. Is it going to be perfectly smooth where nobody gets hurt? No. People are going to still get hurt. You just can't move from a complete debt system into a sound money system and just have people say, hey, everything's perfect. Everything that I had in the bank, everything that I had before, just transferred right over. No, because that currency is continually losing value over time. Remember, prior to 1971, we came from a sound money system and moved on to the petrodollar. So your dollars at that time were backed by gold, let's just say that, and it had some value. And then right after that, it started to lose value. Now we're going from something that has lost a lot of value into a new currency that will have value. And this is going to be a problem for many people. And this is why for a very long time, we've been saying we all should be prepared, not just with gold and silver, but with food and supplies and things like that. Because we are going to be going through this transition and it will be bumpy. But Trump is pushing the agenda. The Patriots are pushing their agenda to complete the new economic system. And for the first time ever, the United States has sent rice to China. Now think about that for a second. The United States is sending rice to China. China grows rice. They have fields and fields of rice. And Sun Valley Rice, an American company, secured a Chinese contract. The Chinese importer bought 2 containers of medium grain rice from the American company, while the trade deal is being hashed out. Now, this company, they've been trying to do this since 2004. The CEO of Sun Valley Rice said 15 years of patience and hard work have paid off. It is truly an honor and a privilege to blaze this trail of trading history. American rice in China. Our team has worked with incredible tenacity and diligence to reach this point. The rice deal follows the sale of 544,000 tons of American soybeans to China. So I guess this is what Trump was talking about, where China was going to purchase some of our agricultural products. It's not just soybeans anymore. Again, the entire economic plan is moving forward. What does Trump and the Patriots have to do? They need to set up all of these trade deals. This is part of the new economic system. And now we're hearing, and this is excellent news, that Peter Navarro has re-engaged with China on the trade talks. Now, where is the starting point for these trade talks? Well, the prior 150-page agreement negotiated by Robert Lighthizer and Vice Premier Li He, previously dismissed by Beijing after 3 months of intense discussion, is now the starting point for the new talks. This means the Chinese have acquiesced to the prior terms they rebuked. These 7 chapters, each assigned to a specific trade sector, are the baseline for Lighthizer and Li He to re-engage. Excellent news from the position of the U.S. team. And we can see that China has never negotiated nor accepted a less loss before. This is the first time they're doing this. And again, strategically, Trump and the Patriots position themselves to have China bow to their demands. Now, lost in all the discussions by the Western media is the fact that no one has ever attempted to structure a comprehensive and enforceable trade agreement with China before. What the U.S. team is attempting will be the roadmap for all other nations, and they will write similar agreements. The trade plan with China will be completed. Now, right now, the tariffs will stay in place. And I do believe that the tariffs will stay in place even when the trade deal is finalized, because they will make sure that China is following through. And I do believe once China follows through, they will start to remove portions of the tariffs. This is playing out just like we said, which means that Trump, the Patriots, they are completing the new economic system. That's what this is all about. Removing everything the deep state, the central bankers have done in the past, and rebooting the American economy. Now, when I say rebooting the American economy, it doesn't mean taking the central bank economy and just saying, okay, now we can move forward. It's about removing the central bank economy and bringing in this new economic system. And it will not be based on a central bank debt note with interest attached. This system will now benefit the people of the United States. Look what's happening in the Federal Reserve right now. Trump is nominating the same type of people every single time. Now, of course, they're going to try to block this at every turn. But eventually, Trump, the Patriots, they will get their way, and these people, or many, or maybe others, will be in position in the Federal Reserve, which will allow them to restructure the entire system. And once there's a sound money individual that believes in gold in place, or maybe one or two or three in place, the restructuring will begin. Remember, Q has told us that gold is going to destroy the Fed. We are now on our way, and the rest of the world will be joining in. The entire plan takes a big step forward. Listen, everyone, thanks a lot for listening. Be well, be safe, and especially be prepared. Thanks a lot.